Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, March 31st. And tomorrow we begin the growing season. We'll start tracking the growing degree days, although it's not going to matter a whole lot here over the next week to 10 days as we're going to go into kind of a wintry pattern here. But we do see light at the end of the tunnel once we get around April 10th to April 15th. We should begin to warm up quite a bit. But until then, we've got quite a roller coaster ride today. We've got temperatures this morning in the 50s. And we're going to have temperatures in the 50s to 60s today before the cold front moves through. Out ahead of that, we could have a pretty decent line of thunderstorms. Right now, most of the severe activity will be south of the state from the Ohio Valley down to the Gulf, especially across the Tennessee Valley. But here we could see some isolated hail or wind gusts that could be on the severe side, especially once you get down around I-94 on south. And again, not a big chance for severe storms, but we could certainly see some gusty winds and small hail with any of the thunderstorms, especially as that cold front moves through later today. Again, you can see temperatures pretty warm in the 50s. And if we look at the wind direction right now, you can see out of the southwest, and you can see where we've got the roughly the location of that cold front that'll be sinking to the southeast slowly as that low pressure system moves through the area, bringing one more pretty good surge of rain through the area, I think, as we get through the day. As far as our normals, the normal high for today is 48. The normal low is 29. We'll see those really continue to increase quite a bit over the next few weeks. And if we look at the web shot this morning from Duluth, from the Lake Superior Marine Museum area, again, you can see a pretty nice start to the day there. Not much snow on the ground. And closer to home, you can see over there at the London offices over in London, Ontario. Again, a wet morning, much like it is across much of lower Michigan today. As far as what we've seen so far, as of 6 a.m. this morning, Newaygo almost an inch of rain, 2/3 of an inch of Breckenridge, Marlette a half inch, and you can see those totals as we go down the list there. If we look at the radar map this morning, this on the College of DuPage, Illinois, and you can see as this low pressure system over Iowa begins to move to the northeast, it's opening up. That means it's beginning to weaken somewhat, and you can see as those showers and thunderstorms continue to move from southwest to northeast, we'll see, I think, a more filled in line once that front approaches. You can kind of see it right here. And once we get through there, it'll be mainly in the form of scattered thunderstorms. Here's on the weather map this morning, our low pressure system located in southwest Wisconsin. The models did a pretty good job on tracking where this would be, especially with the frontal feature off to the northwest this morning. Again, that's going to allow for a good chance of showers and thunderstorms through the day. Some of those could, again, be kind of gusty and on the strong side. And then if we look at the weather map for tomorrow, that low pressure system will really race and take off to the northeast of the cold front, well off to the east. And then we're going to see a series of clipper systems dropping down from the northwest over the next 4 or 5 days, beginning Friday night into Saturday, another one Sunday night into Monday, and another one perhaps Tuesday, Wednesday. All in all, it looks like especially areas around mid-Michigan from northwest to southeast, from I think from around Cadillac, Big Rapids towards Mount Pleasant, Elma, and over towards the Thumb. I think we could see several inches of snow accumulate here over the next 5 to 7 days, maybe even a bit more than several inches. And I think, again, the kind of the borderline where we see more significant snow is going to be from around the Lansing area to the north, as it looks right now, and that certainly could change. But we are definitely going into a pattern that's going to look more like days leading up to Christmas rather than just after Easter. If we look at the forecast map by Saturday, the next system comes in. This will be a little stronger one. This is one I think it could lay down at least a couple or several inches of snow here across much of mid-Michigan off to the north as we, again, go through the weekend. As far as severe storms today, again, the slight risk comes up to about the Michigan border, so that has sunk a little bit farther south. Marginal risk for strong to severe storms around Grand Rapids to Saginaw and over to the Thumb and south. Again, the best chance will be across the Tennessee Valley and southward towards the Gulf. And if we look at the precipitation over the next 7 days, much of Michigan between an inch to an inch and a quarter, something like that. Again, and some of this will be in the form of snow as well. So at the very least, whether we get to snow or not here over the next 7 days, it's going to be a cold pattern regardless. And you can see as far as some of the models out there, the GFS through Tuesday morning puts down a pretty good stripe of 4 to 6 inches of snow or even a little more, again, from that Cadillac, Big Rapids towards Mount Pleasant, Elma, Saginaw, and over to the Thumb area. And if we look at the Canadian model over the next about 8 days, you can see plenty of snowfall across at least the northern half of lower Michigan. And certainly it could be farther south. The European also almost identical to these two. So there's pretty good confidence that there's going to be snow across at least parts of the area here over the next week. And as far as the 6 to 10 day outlook, you can see as we get in towards next week, we're going to start to try to build that ridge and move it to the east over as we get towards the end of this period. But again, the 8 to 14 day, very similar, only shrinking just a little bit more. But again, we get to the 10th or the 15th of April, and we'll see things improve, I believe, quite a bit. And as far as precipitation, the northeast U.S., again, expected to be the most active as these northern stream systems continue to drop out of Canada, cross the Great Lakes, and head to the east. And again, in this area, we could see more in the way of snowfall than rainfall beginning Friday night and lasting into at least the end of next week. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.